Hello, hello. How is everyone today? Happy Saturday. How is everyone? I've got a smaller makeup brush this time. How is everyone today? What is happening? Hello, hello. Who's on? Who's on live? Who's on first? Hello, how are you? You can hang out and join me. Come over and watch me sometime. Hello, hello. You know, half the time I don't see the comments on here until later on, and then I see what people are saying. Or who signed on, or who. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. It's Saturday. It's Saturday morning. It's still morning here. Was is los? ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? I know ¿Qué pasa from watching Cheech and Chong. Child of the 70s. How is everyone today? What is happening? Okay, just so you know, I always put my foundation ahead of time, just to save time. I do this Cashmere Complexion Foundation. Plus, it saves me coming on looking really half dead. And so I come on like halfway half dead. And then halfway hagged out. Halfway hagged out. Alright, so I am in I'm wearing my bright pink Real Housewives sweatshirt that has my personal name on it. Patrick gave me one year for Christmas. You can get them from the Bravo website. Oh, there's Patrick right now. What's happening? We're live. And Pippa's going crazy too. Pippa's crazy. She's fraggling, I can tell. I can hear her.
She's getting a little wild. She may need to go for a walk.
Okay. Getting a little wild. Well, it's always a little wild over here. Getting a little wild. Alright, let's get some brows on. Let's get some brows on. I'm going to do some deliveries in a little while and some drop-off. And, hello, thanks for joining. Okay, I'm using the Face Shop. This is one of the Avon collabs. Avon collaboration with the Face Shop brand. We now have several brands besides Avon that are under the umbrella of Avon now, because we collaborated with, we've been working with another company, so it's really fabulous. We have things like Belief Skincare. We have VDL. We have VDL, which both Belief and VDL are also sold at Sephora and Ulta. We have the Face Shop. We have all these other different brands too. So, and this also, it's very similar to the Anastasia Dip Brow, but it comes with this fabulous little brush and this little brush tip, which is really great for, as you can just see, how I drew it on. I drew on to fill in this brow, and where my eyebrows really don't grow much anymore. And then you can fill it in, and then you brush it to kind of make it look a little more natural and less, you know, I mean, when I think of women who used to draw their eyebrows on, I used to think of, like, people that used to, cashiers at my local Safeway or Kmart Kmart wig department 1975. They drew on their wigs. Oh my God. They drew on their brows while they were working at the wig department. Oh my God. So, and you could smell the makeup from a mile away. If any of you all remember how makeup used to smell, there was a distinct odor to some of those old, and we don't have that. People keep asking, why are we changing? Why are we growing? Why are we doing new things? And a lot of it has to do with people want this, the world demands better products, okay? The world requires we change and have better quality products. And, things not tested on animals, things that are BPA free and PABA free and all those goodies, all those good things that are, and they don't have that tacky, I mean, even some of my friends on here who we work together, we know we used to have makeup displays in salons, and sometimes those, if they had a lot of talc, in them, there would be this smell that would happen if the powder was sitting, even if with the lid on it, and the lipsticks would get this weird nastiness. And a lot of these young people now, their moms are like my age, and their moms are using newer lipsticks. But some of us remember when we used to, like me, living with my grandmother, who had kept the same old lipstick from 40 years ago in her purse, and when she touched up her makeup, the smell, But that's why we're changing, because we have to have better ingredients. We have to keep things fresh, keep things, more nature-based. None of those chemicals that cause cancer. There's a lot, there was a lot in those old things, in those old formulas. You can have the look of the retro, but the formulas are so much better now. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. Okay, Merlot, Glimmer, Merlot. I'm gonna do a little Merlot, and today is just like a sweatpant kind of day. I've got my hair up in I've got my bangs pinned back. I got my hair up in a ponytail. It's one of those, casual kind of laid back. People are like, "What happened to your hair?" It's like it's just up in a thing. It's just like, okay, it's just up. It's how it is when it's up on a ponytail. So Merlot Glimmer. It's a Glimmer stick. Now, I actually saw something. Hello, how are you? I actually saw something really interesting. Hey, how are you? I watched someone put lip liner on in a way that I had never seen before, okay? Now, it was someone like me they had a fuller lower lip and a very thin upper lip, okay? So they did this. And when they did that, they drew on a much bigger lip. So I'm gonna have to do it while like that. So by closing my mouth for a moment. Like that. Look at that. It gave me a whole different lip line. Now I'm sure there are many people on here who kind of like the fact that I kept my mouth shut for a minute. There were people there were a few times in my career of nearly 40 years doing this type of work where, talking to people all day long, but I would get laryngitis. I'd get sick and I'd get laryngitis. And they would always joke, and this was when I was married to my first husband, but people would still say this to Patrick too. When I lost my voice, they'd say, "Oh, your husband must be so happy." Oh. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you lost your voice, but your husband must be so happy." That's the kind of stuff people say. But yeah, that created a whole new, what do we got right there? A whole new lip line. I'm gonna have to remember that. But that was just me watching somebody on Instagram, one of those beautiful young influencers. We know that beautiful young beautiful young influencers that are flawless and never have a bad day, or only show themselves looking flawless. Alright, so now I've taken, this is one of our matte liquid lipsticks, and I'm going to go over the line I just drew. There we go. And this color is persistent, and it's dark, but it's like a deep dark red. There's also one that's darker than this. It's a brown. I actually have one in my stock that's called Tenacious. It's like more of a darker brown. So if you're a dark brown person and you're looking for a matte liquid lip, message me because I have one in my stock. So, okay, so now, just for fun, I'm going to go over it with my favorite. This is my favorite. Fluffy pink, flat. It's like a flat tip. There's a bigger crowd on here this morning. So, yeah. So, yeah, my link is in the comments. If you can buy gifts for other people, you can buy things for the family, you can buy things for, you can find all kinds of goodies right now. Valentine's Day is so big right now. Valentine's Day, I have a lot of Valentine's Day stuff that is awesome. I have, if you like bling, or someone in your life likes bling, look at that keychain, okay? Right now, this keychain is only $8.99 with any $15 Valentine's Day purchase. So we've got like jewelry, we've got watches, earrings. What else is there? There's Valentine's gift sets for skincare, for the two of our top lines, the Equinox collection and the Vitamin C collection. Oh, we've got candles. We even have a men's candle. The Haiku and Rare Pearls, these are votives, okay? Not the same size as our big candles. We have those big candles that are huge, that are the 3 wicks. If there's someone in your life that loves big 3-wick candles, I have a whole bunch of those too. And then this is another gift set. That's one of our Techtopian. That's one of our newer scents. So that's all, any of those 8, you know, if you might get, say, the candle's 12, and let's say you got the candle, and you got the earrings, you would get that for $8.99. Or even any of these gift sets, because these gift sets, that's $49. This one is $44, and that one's $39. So any of those gift set, add $8.99 on it, you get this fabulous keychain. It's big, okay? It's like, and it's so cute with the bling. So very fun, fabulous gift. All right, taking Warm Sunrise. And even though it's an eyeshadow palette, I show this all the time. I just had someone in one of my boards, one of my newer reps who joins, you know, we have all these like rep groups where people ask advice or talk about business or talk about things. And somebody said, where's our powder blushes? And, you know, we don't have very many powder blushes. We have a lot of liquid blushes. We have lots of cream, and we have lots of their palettes. I mean, they're like compacts, but they'll have like a sponge with that kind of thing where you hit the sponge and the liquid comes out. And I'm not really into those. So that's why I'm using this. We do have one powder blush left, I think, from the holidays. And it's just like a pot, and you dip into it with a brush. But I just love the versatility of these, Warm Sunrise, because as well as Mocha Latte is another one. Mocha Latte, if you like more of a neutral and less of a warm. A lot of people love these, you know, shades. Fantastic. I like being able to use, you know, have one thing in my purse if I want to touch up. But really, with the makeup setting spray, primers, and all that, I don't even need to carry as much around with me. But if I did, I would be carrying this because I would use this as my shadow, I'd use this as my highlighter, I'd use this as my blush, boom. Sometimes I've done the 1 palette challenge where I showed how you could do I could do either one palette challenge, where I could do the whole thing with my face. This one I did this one on my brows. I did this on my brows. I used this as my bronzer slash, I used kind of, just kind of swirl the brush around, bronzer blush. I had this as my highlighter, used them as my eyeshadow. I even used a tiny brush and made that my lip liner, put that on my lips. The whole face. The only thing I needed was a little liner and mascara, and I think I put a little gloss on top of my lips. That was it. The whole face was this one. So, you know, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, so we're dipping in number 1 here. Even just having, I don't even have any makeup on my eyes yet, just the brows, but even that just it makes a world of difference. World of difference. So what else is happening? What is happening with everybody? Where is everybody? Where's everybody from today? Swatching. All right, we have a new eye primer. That's the video that I just showed earlier. Eye primer. I'll do a different accent this time. Little eye primer, honey. Honey child, would you like some eye primer? I had the advantage of half my family. My mother's family was from the south, and my father's family was from the north. So, needless to say, those sets of grandparents were very different. Okay, I'm taking, this is the warm, this is the warm, mocha latte. Mocha latte with a blending brush. Mocha latte with a blending brush. And I'm just going to do it all over because the husband is hungry. At home, husband went to RC car thing. Oh, RC car thing. Oh. Is that like a car show or a race? He's listening to this. Oh, Roxette. That's the one of the few poppy kinds of groups my husband likes is Roxette from the 90s. But yeah, just that one neutral shadow. Number 2, mocha latte. He's not usually into poppy kind of music. All right, so now going up to number 1, same color. Well, I did number 1 up here, but they're very, very close. This one is a little less shimmery, but I use both of these. I mean, you can look at that. To have a built-in highlighter, and you know, when they first started coming out with contours and highlighters and all this stuff, I was thinking, every woman's got these sitting in their drawers, but all they did was call it a different name instead of calling it white shimmery shadow. If you suddenly call it a highlighter and put it in a kit with a bunch of other ones, suddenly it's like, oh my God, it's marketing. Oh, thank you, but it's marketing. You know, it's marketing. Now some may be a little more pigmented to have a little more shimmer, but you know. You just find a kit that's got the shadow, and these work great. These work great. Okay. All right, I'm just going to show number 4 here. Now, here's a tip. If you have, like with these, have these type of applicators, the wide, round part is for when you're doing a whole big area. The little pointy area is to help do more detail work, or like kind of if you're doing lining your eyes with the shadow. So that's what I'm taking here, and seeing this is number 4. It's a little deeper, and if you want to go, let's say if you're going to go darker on the lid, you could go a little darker there. If you wanted to do the whole lid, like what I did with that blending brush, you would just go, and you were able to get a wider area. Just like in your art class, and they have you use a bigger brush, you can get a bigger area. If you use a smaller brush, you're doing more details. It's funny because my art training that I had, I mean, I always was good at art when I was very young, And some things just come naturally if you can say, oh, if you have that kind of an eye. And then some people are like, well, I can't draw, and they didn't take a lot of art. Maybe they took what was necessary or did it what they did in school. And then suddenly there's that point where little kids are doing art all the time, but there's that moment where suddenly somebody does something that's really great, and everyone's like, oh, well, that person's great. And suddenly the kids who were all doing art were thinking, oh, I'm bad because that other person's so good. And it's like, oh, they're like, I can't even draw a straight line. Well, a lot of times we're not drawing straight lines. We don't need to draw a straight line. Sometimes you're drawing curvy lines. Sometimes you're drawing, stay in that space where you were when you were a kid. That's what BibaGirrrl is all about. It's like being a girl. It's like being a baby. It's like that mindset of when you were free and you didn't have the worries and stress. For me, that was my childhood nickname, and it's sort of like staying in that girl space before people told you weren't right, So that's what's so important. We stay in that creative space that says, climb that, where you're feeling so free, where you climb that tree or you draw that picture, and you don't care that someone's going to say, oh, you're not good, And when you keep that, that's that fun childhood joy, you keep that with you, and it's tough when you're an adult because adult stuff is so serious and so harsh. But if we keep that stuff alive, then you just keep it fun and you keep it fresh, keep things new, That's what it is. So a lot of women, I've seen so many people who are afraid to try things, afraid of makeup, and it's like, what are we afraid of? There's nothing. You only live once, We're only here, Corona teaches us anything. If you're here right now and you're breathing, live the best life. Of course, be safe and protect other people and protect yourself, but live the best. Try those things. Do the best you can. Is some of us might not be here, And I have a few people I know who aren't here anymore from this year, and they didn't make it. They didn't make it to 2021. Some of them didn't make it to 1985. Some of them didn't make it, but we wanna do what we can so we can have some fun. Have some fun while you're here. All right, we're gonna do some glimmer. Blackest night. It was a blackest night. Alright, this is with a waterproof glimmer. There's Blackest Black, which is the regular one, and Blackest Night is the waterproof one. And I just do this. This is my little special thing. Do a special cat eye liner with a pencil. And I just take a little bit across there, but not much. Not much. I'm just doing a little. It's amazing what a little liner. What a little liner can do. Yeah. One thing I notice is the people who get in that serious spot, they're the ones that are having the toughest time, no matter what's going on, because it's so, a lot of our problems are people who get stuck in that serious spot. They get stuck in that spot, and they don't understand irony, they don't understand sarcasm, and they don't understand that if you make a joke, whatever you're going through is a little easier. And it's playing my song. My favorite song by Roxette. It was so dangerous. She's a little bit dangerous. People think you're dangerous with this Blackest Night liner. Alright, love at first lash with the snake brush. I hope they don't bump us. We don't own the rights, so I have to put it in. If they hear it, if Facebook hears me play music, I'm gonna get bumped. Gonna get bumped like nobody's business. But this is a bomb mascara. I love this mascara. Just a neutral eye with a bright lip. That's something I haven't shown in a while. A neutral eye with a bright lip. She walked into the room with a neutral eye and a bright lip. If we describe makeup the way we describe clothes, well, I mean, that's how us makeup artists do it, but that's usually not something that most people would notice that detail right off the bat. Dangerous. The difference mascara makes. And see, I get compliments on my lashes all the time. So many people are like, that are in my age group, in their 50s, they'll say, oh, I gave up on mascara a long time ago because my lashes aren't good anymore. And I'll be like, start using serum, start using Love at First Lash, if you want to have lashes again. Some people are like, oh, I lost my lashes, I lost my face, I lost my hair, I lost everything, I gave up. I'm not giving up for anything. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. People just give, I don't know how. I don't know how they could give up. I enjoy it too much. It helps me too much. It helps me too much. You know, I think some people will do something in that moment, like a certain age at a certain time, and then be like, okay, well, I only do that for a special occasion. But I'm like, well, if I like my look like for that special occasion, I'm going to try to make myself look like that every day. Because why wouldn't I? I don't like scaring myself in the morning without all my product. But, you know, everybody's different. Everybody's different. I actually have more friends who are in that natural mode, and that you would be surprised at how many natural friends that are in the natural look. I'm lucky. Well, I mean, I have dated men who like the natural look, and then when they saw me, they were the ones who didn't call me back. And I'm like, good, that's fine. Find the girl that likes to hike. And, I mean, I still like to hike, too, but you know what I mean. Find the girl that enjoys camping, that wears no makeup, if that's what you like. There's plenty of those girls out there. All the guys who like makeup and like, you know, women with makeup and kind of glamour-y kind of girls, those are usually, who end up would give me a second call. Call for a second date. Yeah, but, you know, the problem is they have to learn how long it takes. How long does it take? You know, they have to know the time. The first time Patrick was over and he saw me from start to finish, what it took from shower to blow drying and straightening the hair to the makeup, to the whole process, all the products, the whole process, the makeup. He got so bored, he was running in and out of the apartment. He was like, I was like, where did you go? Oh, I got bored. I had a book in the car I needed to read. I had a book in the car I needed to read. I was like, where did you go, honey? I thought he left. I thought he left for good. I thought he left. And he's like, no. I was like, I wonder where you went. It's like, oh, I just got bored. I had a book in the car I could take it. Plus, I used to. I'm more respectful now, of course. But back then, you know, I would play my music loud. I'd be playing all this dance music loud and louder with a blow dryer and singing and carrying on and blah, blah, blah. You know, and all that. It was too much. Too much for this quiet man. This quiet guy. I've got it blasting like a disco. I got it blasting like a disco. Alright, let me figure out with this lip. Okay, this looks a little wonky from that lip tip. Okay, I'm gonna add a little lip gloss. This is actually, I haven't shown this in a while. True Color lip gloss. A little. I haven't shown it in a while because of the mask. What do you think of that new lip line? I think it's fun. That way it kind of matches. Matches my Real Housewife sweatshirt. You know, a lot of people I haven't talked about, but someone I went to high school with was on one of the Real Housewives shows for a few seasons. He was the ex-husband of one and dated several of the women of New York. And I'm not saying any more. If you watch the show, you know. And this is, I'm putting the regular one to separate the regular Love at First Slash. Over now. And playing all the hits of rock. I can sing all the. There we go. Just kind of like a Saturday. We still have the Saturday sweatshirt available. I almost put that on today, but I want it to be bright because it's sunny. And we've had too many gray days. There we go. Now I'm sitting up cute. Sitting up cute. And you can kind of take this and do one of these. But I kind of like it with the ends out. It's kind of a little funky, a little fun, a little zany. Different than a traditional ponytail. Something fun for the. Gotta make it fun, you know? Gotta make it fun. Or else some of us go crazy if it's too serious. And what's been happening now lately has just been one serious thing, but another serious thing, another 20 serious things in 1 month, 20 serious things in a year, 10 serious things in a year. I thought it was bad when 5 serious things happened in a year. I mean, I never thought I'd see my city look like this. Never thought I'd see D.C. like this. Never thought I'd see the metro shut down. Never thought, I mean, don't even get me started with all the stuff that's happened. You know, it used to be you could have whoever was leaving the office and whoever was coming in, and it didn't matter what party they were, things, smooth transition, respectful, you know, so... And we used to have, you know, you could have discussions with neighbors. You could have different things. Those days are gone, you know. And so it's very crazy to see my city like this. And you know, just think of all the people, the limo drivers, the caterers, the hairdressers, the makeup artists who are losing work, not only because of COVID, but also for when you know, right now, half the city's been shut down anyway. So you have people who were counting on the hotels, the restaurants, the part, you know, the work what would have the business that would have come into this town, and it's not coming in. All because of what happened. So it's very, very scary and intense. But, you know, I just have to, you know, find the silver lining to it and keep going, you know. But now I'm doing our magic dust. And this is so amazing, this powder. It's a fine, look at that. See how it has a shimmer? It has a shimmer. It has a shimmer, and it's like this. And it has a lock, although the last couple of times I keep forgetting to lock it. Anyway, it has a lock so that it doesn't go everywhere, so it'll stay closed. Let me just lock it. There we go. Okay. And then you can travel with it. But the best thing is that you dip your brush in, tap, and you have this gorgeous, hey, so how are you? You get this gorgeous type of sheen that helps diffuse your flaws. And, yeah, so it helps you look more pulled together, you know? And anything that helps us feel more pulled together right now is what we need. Hey, Sharon, how are you? I didn't want to bug everybody. Sometimes I message people and tell them, "Hey, I'm on. I'm gonna be on in a minute. I'm gonna be on at this time." But sometimes I just want to just come on, and while I'm in the mood to come on, I don't want to take any. I don't want to take the time and then just add a little more to this brow here. Add a little more to this brow. Just a little bit of a detail with this brush. I showed a new tip for lips. I showed a new tip where I went like that and I drew on a higher lip. But so if you come on late, you want to watch on the replay. Or if you watch me later, anyone who watch me later. I actually had my mouth shut for a few moments. Some people will be happy to know that I actually had my mouth shut for a few minutes. Alright. Finishing spray. At least the sun is out. It's cold, but the sun is out. That helps. Check out the replay. Oh. Got some lashes. Got some makeup. Feel a little glamour. Feel some glamour going on. Oh, that's right. I have two things I'm going to be doing. You want to look out for. I've got one video that's coming that I was up at 2:30 a.m. You know what all this is? This is the bubble bath the multiple uses for bubble bath, okay? And I'm also going to, after I do it, I'm going to post it in my team page so that all my team members will learn. But I want you guys, because this is unbelievable, the multiple uses for bubble. So I look for a video that I'm going to be doing soon. I might do it tonight. I'm not sure which one, because I've got two things in my head right now, because I get ideas in my head. Oh, thank you. It's just a ponytail with the bangs pinned up. It's like 2 or 3 separate things. So anyway, look for that. I have to think about what I'm in the mood for when I get back from doing things. Then I'm going to do a little what do I say? I would say empowerment. What is it? Motivational, inspirational little talk, but about these towels. And people are gonna be like, what is she gonna talk about these towels? You see, I got this raggedy one. I got this kind of semi-used one, and I got this newer one. And just keep these towels in mind, okay? And because I got inspired one day when I was folding my towels, and I was thinking about people and how our feelings and what we're going through and different stuff. And so I'm going to be doing a talk and using these towels as a prop. So I'm not sure what I'll be in the mood for later on today, but I will be doing either one of those two. Because I've got a lot of things. I get a lot of ideas, and and I get motivated and I get excited, but then something comes up and I got other stuff I have to do. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I've got so many new things for Valentine's Day coming. I'm going to be doing a special Valentine's Day video too. I've got all that planned. I'm adding more new content to my YouTube channel all the time. I've got some new backdrops. I'm going to start using the backdrops again. I get busy where I just want to come in here and just sit down and do the makeup and all that. But there's so much that lots of exciting things that are happening. So anyway, if you have any questions about any products, message me. If you have any questions about the opportunity, message me. We have a free sign up that's going on through April now. Oh my god, it's crazy. And what else? If you want to be on my brochure, local brochure drop-off list, or local drop-off and delivery list, that's what I was going to say, as well as if you want me to mail out a catalog to you. Any of that stuff. Or if you want my link, you can shop my link right here, but I can give it to you anytime in messaging. I also am booking for Zoom parties. Zoom parties now. If you want to host a party with 3 or 4 of your friends, or even here on Facebook Messenger, you can have multiple people, and we can do a little makeup party, and I can give you all tips. It can be using makeup you already have. It doesn't have to be Avon. It could be skincare. It could do anything. It could be a birthday party. It could do a fun thing like that. Also, so booking for those. Also 101s. I do 101 lessons. I do all different kinds of things. Consults, all kinds of fun things. So anyway, message me if you have any questions. Thank you so much for the support always, and I'll see you next time. Bye.